What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin today, BTC. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, my friends. It is the 19th day of August, and here we are at about $115.7 thousand with 21 hours, 24 minutes left in the day. A little bit of volatility over the past 3 days. You know, Sunday was volatile, Monday was no different, and Tuesday here. Starting off to a bit of a volatile note as well. Right, you look at this on a 1 hour time frame; it's a little bit more definitive. Right, we've been pretty squirrely as of late, even going into Thursday, but especially over the past 24 hours. You know, it was looking like we found our low, and everybody was calling for our low right down here. I remain skeptical, as I did, you know, in the video that we were talking, or in my most recent video with Bitcoin. I did say that we'd move up to about $117,000, and then 117, 117.1, maybe even just above there. We moved basically right there. I think we were like $20 short of hitting 117K, and saying that we would come back down. Right, everybody, whenever the price was down here, nobody was calling for the low. Right. No, nobody was. But whenever we got all the way up here, at one point this day was a very solid wick. We looked like this day, this green day, but to a reverse effect. Everybody's like, that was the low, that was it. All of a sudden, everybody starts calling for the low. But no. I know the daily time frame's very helpful, very resourceful. Absolutely, it is. But we had a candle like this, and we still went lower. You know what I mean? We still went lower. We still got a lower high, and we still went lower. If we look at the 1 hour time frame, you have to look at all time frames. A lot of people say zoom out, but sometimes you got to zoom in. All we did was we found resistance at prior support. That's all we did. We checked back prior support to find resistance, right? Found resistance there, found resistance here, both at prior areas of support. And we couldn't get above it, right? Even this third check here, and we bullishly or bearishly engulfed. I very much do believe that this was not the low. I very much do believe that we'll go lower. I'm open to it being the low. It's the same message that I said in the last video. It's very possible. I mean, we're very close. We're splitting hairs here, okay? If this is the low, 114.6K, cool. If it's not the low, then 113K, 113.4K might be where we go. I'm saying that I was calling for it to not be the low in my last video. Was I calling for it to be the low? I can't remember. I'm not trying to lie. If I am lying, I'm not trying to. I want to say that I was calling for lower prices. I know that I called for it to move up here, but I want to say after that I was expecting slightly lower prices. The thing that I'm changing now, though, if I'm wrong on that, then I'm not trying to like mold this to my own effect. I just genuinely don't remember. I feel like I called for it to go lower after we moved higher, but who cares? It's semantics. I don't want anybody to. If I was calling for that to be the low, I don't think I was calling for it to be the low. Right? If I was calling for it to be the low, go to the content here, my title would not have been, has it found its low? It would have been like this, the low is in. That would have been it, right? See, searching for the low. I don't think that you found the low. Let's see. There's no other ones that say the low is in, right? But anyways, let's see here. Going back to Bitcoin. I'll probably just delete that because I don't need that on there. I got another tab for it. What are we doing? I think that we're going lower. I think that we're going to see prices. What I wanted to say in this update is, for a long time we've been talking about $114.5 thousand. Okay, that's been the intended target area. I want to stick with that, but at the same time, I am starting to believe we could go a little bit lower. Okay, low to high. The 786 is right there at 114.5K. Bitcoin loves its 786 for whatever reason, since this relative high that we've had back in July. That very first high, kind of in this throughout this whole range. Yes, we saw new highs here, but this first high over here, we've been flirting with that 786 probably like 5 or 6 times throughout this whole range at very significant pivotal moments. I don't want to go over all of them now, but we did that in a video not too long ago. You move down here, you found resistance at the golden ratio, and you're probably going to hit that area. But being that you got so close, I think it's very possible, absolutely it is, that you could find support at 114.5K, and then that's it, and like pinpoint accurate right there, find support at it. It would be perfect. It'd be like this, like perfect, okay? Or we might go a little bit lower. I could see us going as low as like 113K, and here's why. If we look at the liquidation levels and we go over the past 24 hours, okay, look at the longs have, you guys, what's going on? In the past 24 hours, you guys, it's the 4 hour candle. 6 candles ago was 24 hours ago. So So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're in the same area. This thing keeps moving down, and you keep longing as it's going down. We're going to keep moving down if you keep longing it. That's the shorts are decimated. And of course they're decimated because we had the volatility. People thought the low was in, all that stuff, right? So people pile on the longs. We're going to keep moving down as long as you keep leveraging your long positions on. That's what's going to happen. Past 24 hours, I can't believe that we're at the lowest prices we've seen since our all-time highs. It's only been a week, I know, but still, we've moved down so much, and the longs are still outweighing the shorts on the daily time frame. It's ridiculous. Stop it. 7-day time frame, it's a little bit of a better story. But hold on, I forgot. Looking at the 1-day time frame, where do we clear out this wall of longs? Well, 113.7K, 112.7K, right? It's possible that we do go lower. I was very adamant in my last video saying that I don't think that we're going to go to 112K or 113K. I think everybody's calling for that, so that makes it less likely to happen. I still don't believe we hit 112K, but 113K we might do. We might actually do that. This wall here, look at how on the 7-day time frame, look at how prominent this is, going right down to about 113K. That's where that last line of resistance is. And 113K is right here where the 886 is. We could find support at 113.3K. We do not have to clear out all these longs, okay? They'll be decimated, and they're already pretty damn decimated, but they will be decimated, absolutely. The shorts will pile on more. We got a lot of shorts to eat through, you guys, and we're gonna eat those shorts whole. We're gonna eat them for breakfast. I don't know. It's gonna be great. The bears will literally be walking around nude because they won't have any shorts anymore. We're going to eat them up, but first we might pile on some more ones because over the 30-day time frame as well, the shorts have taken, the lead. The longs have definitely stepped down, and overall, 11 billion versus 9 billion, like having that, this is a pretty low amount of leverage positions for Bitcoin over the past 30 days. Typically it's a lot more than that, but I think we're going to clear out these longs. Maybe if we were to clear out all of them, we'd move down to 110.6K, and I really, really doubt that happens. But if we were to get to this first kind of deficit in leverage positions here, if we were to move down there, that's about 113.3K. 113.3K, 113K, 112.9K, it all just keeps coming up. So I really wouldn't be surprised at all if that's the area we went to. I know I've been talking about the 786 for a long time, and I do want to reiterate that is a perfect area to find support off of. I wouldn't be surprised in the least if we found support at 114.5K. I'm just saying, maybe, just maybe, we go a little bit lower. And that's okay if we do. And on another note of things that are okay, if we don't go lower, if that is the low, great. I also accept that as a possibility. That's not my call. When we move up, I'm not going to be like, I called it. That was the low. I was calling for the 786. And I mean, originally, let's be fair. Let's actually be fair. I was calling for 116.5 to 114.5 all the way up here to be completely fair. But now we're adjusting that a little bit with the data in front of us. I'm just saying I don't care. I'm not going to brag about it. Even if it moves down and then comes up, if it moves up, whatever. I'm just saying this could be the low. So everything that I've said to the bearish effect, I believe it. There's logic behind it. We've addressed the reasons for it, right, to make sense out of it. It's a very sensible thing to expect lower prices. But even if that sensible thing doesn't happen and we move up instead, that's fine. Who cares? It's not a big deal. We are either at the low, which I accept as a very probable outcome, or we're very near the low. What's a couple of $1,000s between friends? It's really not that big of a deal, okay? Volume is, it kind of came in on the move down here, but it is dying off overall as we move down. It's not as intense as it once was. If we're looking at this here on the 4-hour time frame, we're looking at these indicators. The RSI does look bearish. Typically, these downtrends do end with lower lows, lower highs in the oversold zone. We get some bullish divergence, right? A higher low. That's the whole reason why we are expecting a slightly lower low than this. Slightly lower, 114 point. What is that low? That low's at 114.6K. Slightly lower could be 112.6K. It could be. Who cares? It's not that big of a deal. MACD looks bearish, dying off in bearish momentum. You've got some bullish divergence forming. Come back down a little bit more, form some more bullish divergence. We'll turn around. We're probably gonna find support either today, Tuesday, or tomorrow, Wednesday. We're gonna find support very soon. This downward move is not gonna last long. We should be moving up in a matter of no time at all, my friends. Okay, just be patient. Have some conviction, wait, buy the dip, all these good things, rejected the overbought zone, come down to the 40, come down to the oversold zone. I don't know how low we're going to go, but it's okay. The RSI overall is actually very bullish. This actually is a very, very bullish RSI, but take a little break, come down. It's okay. You can afford it. Okay, stochastics would suggest we come down a little bit lower. Typically, you don't turn around right here. Typically, you turn around once you hit the oversold zone or once you're in the oversold zone. So come down a little bit lower today and tomorrow, right? And then come back up. Maybe we find support. Maybe it's Thursday that we find our low. I don't think this is going to take that long, but maybe it does, right? How's this shakeout working out for everybody, right? It's pretty scary. It's very scary, I know, but if you're anticipating it at least, it's a lot less scary, and you're more laughing at the people who were expecting us to just go to Valhalla, right? All the people, everybody, man, X.com, everybody was talking about Valhalla awaits. We're moving up. We're going to new. It's gonna happen. 150K coming. Oh man, check on those people, man. Check on them. They're okay. It is happening. It is happening. We're going to 150K. Probably, I should say possibly by the end of August. We're being very volatile. Why the hell wouldn't we? We've seen these kind of shakeouts before, and then we rip right through the roof. We've seen these kind of shakeouts before. We went down. We got a lower low, and then we went right through the roof. It's not a big deal. We will recover from this, but we have a little bit lower to go first, okay? I got nothing else for you guys. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I believe we're going up to 180K, not 150K. I think we're going to 180 to 200K. That's been the long-awaited. That's my Valhalla. I will settle for nothing less. Maybe 160K at the lowest, but I'm just talking at this point. So I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Buy the dip. Bye, 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 bye.